Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Here we are. It is the first Friday of spring. It's warm and sunny outside, but I am actually freezing in here. Hopefully you guys are having spring weather. And by spring weather, I don't mean storms. I hope you have warm, sunny weather. Today we are going to play with the For the Books bundle. There are the dies, a very small set of dies, but it is a super cute bundle. This is one of the cutest bundles in the spring mini catalog, and it's only $28, which is a very inexpensive bundle. I hope you're excited because these are so cute. I'm trying to find Facebook Live. Let me make sure I find it. Got you guys. Okay. It's real cute. You're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. I have a bunch of things to show you. Well, not a bunch. Some things to show you before we get started. I don't even know where to start. How about we talk about the All-Star tutorial? This month's mixed media florals. I am behind in sending this out. If you've ordered in the last week and a half, I haven't sent it to you. I will do that in the next few days. This is a PDF of 12 video tutorials. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, right? PDF video, but actually it's a PDF with all the supplies and measurements and links to 12 different video tutorials. All of them feature the mixed media suite of products. I didn't do all of them, I just did one. I'm on an awesome group of other demonstrators. We put this together every month. This is free to anybody who spends $50 with me this month. It's also available in my PDF store if you're interested in just purchasing it. There is a variety of projects in here. Mostly, I would say, Avid projects. A little over the top. Not all of them, but if you're looking for more over the top projects, you'll find some in here. You guys know my projects are always a little over the top. I don't do simple very well. But anyways, just so you know, you have until the end of March to earn that for free. Next month's All-Star tutorial is, I have no idea. I'm drawing a complete blank. It's on the blog post, and I have no idea. I can't even think of what's left for us to use. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. I'll tell you next week. Anyway, okay, there is that. I also want to tell you guys, on the other side of the camera is a window. And on the other side of the window is an awesome group of gentlemen doing landscaping in my yard. They've been here for 2 days, and today, just now, they arrived back. You know, this is a driveway right here on the other side of this window. Back their truck up with a giant truck full of river rock to unload into my yard. So if you hear a lot of banging, you'll know why. I mean, you know, you just never know what you're going to get during my Facebook Fridays. They're silent right now, but just literally 5 minutes ago, he came by with a leaf blower and then the wheelbarrow full of rocks. So it might get a little noisy. You never know what's going to happen. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. Put my glasses on. I'm going to turn you guys around. I've got some things to show you from Onstage. Onstage was great. I did come back feeling a little yucky. I wasn't like super sick. My poor friend Kay has had the flu. Thank God. It was nothing like that. I just felt, you know, how you feel sometimes when you've been gone and you come back. My throat was scratchy. I just didn't feel good, but I'm okay. Thank you all of you who were concerned. It wasn't that big of a deal. Just a little under the weather. Okay, this is next week, the spring break craft along. Every day next week, I'm going to have a video tutorial for you featuring either the Ocean Friends or the Year of Flowers. And each day I'm going to teach you a new technique. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they will be pre-recorded and posted on my blog and on YouTube. And on Friday, it'll be in place of Facebook Friday. Okay, so next week's reward for ordering is the PDF. I printed it out. What did I do with it? Here it is. You'll get this 26-page PDF for free next week if you order. It's a really good one. We have upped our game a little bit this time. Our PDF is better. We are a group of ladies working, doing our best, improving, bettering our best each time. So if you got last time's PDF, this one's a little bit better. And we're also going to have technique cards for you. I have a technique notebook. I'll show you next week, but it's fun. You'll have a little technique card you can print out and save. So that you have a reference for techniques when you're trying to think of something creative. The videos are free for everyone. They're going to be up on my blog up for everybody, but the PDF is only going to be free with a $50 purchase. It will be available in my PDF store as well next week. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have 5 fun videos for you next week. So that is that. How about paper pumpkin? You guys, I always know when a paper pumpkin is going to be popular. This paper pumpkin is proving to be super popular. I've almost sold all of my extra paper pumpkins. If you need one, please email me. I have a couple left. This is a beautiful spring kit. It's called Daisy Daydream. And it's got 2 stamp sets. Oh, look, I hadn't even looked at the stamp set. I love a good like honeycomb. 2 stamp sets this month and Lost Lagoon. So if you need a paper pumpkin, I've got this month, and I've got a few extras of previous paper pumpkin kits. So if there's a paper pumpkin kit you're looking for, let me know. I have a library of them for sale. I keep thinking I'm gonna create a post on my blog in case you're looking for an old one, but I just, you know, it's one of those things. I haven't gotten around to it. Let's see what else. Okay, how about Club Create for April is the Adventure Together. I got the cutest little mini album while I was at On Stage. She did a little mini album within the suitcase, and I had actually thought of that in my mind, didn't know how to do it. And so now I have a sample of it, so maybe we'll do that at some point too. But this, it features the Adventure Together. That's why I mentioned it. This is April's Club Create kit. There are 5 cards. 2 of them are fun folds. Oh, no, 4 cards. And then a little fun little camper treat box. Because, I mean, of course, we need a camper treat box. If you are interested in Club Create, it's $45 a month. Each month, we use a different bundle of products. It comes with about $20 or $25 of product in it, and a little craft keeper like this. It comes with a full video. Usually the video is about 40 minutes and a PDF. And on your 20th month, on your 6th month, you get $25 in product credit. That's what I was trying to say. If you stay in Club Create for 6 months, I give you a reward of $25 to spend with your 6-month kit. I send it in your Club Create kit. So April is Adventure Together. If you'd like to subscribe, you have until April 7th. And I'm going to show you what May's Club Create kit's going to be. You know, this morning my husband got up to go hunting at 4 a.m. And all my hunting widows out there, you know, a lot of times that means you're up at 4 a.m. And this morning I did not go back to sleep. So I was laying in bed trying to decide what we were going to use for Club Create in April, and honestly, this was my second choice. That doesn't mean it's not good. I just didn't think I had ordered something before I sent the email. Anyway, we're going with this suite, and I can't remember what the names are. There's actually 2 stamp sets, Sweet Blooms and Pretty Florals. These flowers are really cute. I think they're like cutesy flowers, more so than like pretty flowers. So May's Club Create kit, you'll get some of this paper, some of the dots, it has some new in color stuff in it. It's really, really pretty. So April's Club Create kit people, I sent you an email this morning with this in it, but if you haven't seen the catalog yet, you may not know what it looks like. Let me see, what are the colors in here? Cloud Cover, that's one of our new ones. Darling Duck. Pretty in pink. Secret Sea. I'm going to show you the new colors in just a second. Oh, it has all 5 of them. Strawberry Slush and Timid Tiger. Okay, good. Well, now I'm glad I did choose this because I think the first month of a catalog, we should focus on the end colors for sure. So I haven't designed the projects yet. That's Monday's project for me. That's what I'll be doing on Monday. But I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what Club Create's going to be for May. I'm really excited. If you're from Texas, you'll notice as soon as I saw this, what does it look like to you guys? Blue bonnets. I mean, it's not blue, but it's the shape of a blue bonnet. So of course I'm excited about that flower right there. Really cute. Blue bonnets, if you don't know, are the state flower of Texas. And we usually are swimming in blue bonnets right now. But we don't, down here in South Texas, we've got like one. There's like one on the side of the road. I don't know, our Mountain Laurels never bloomed. I think it's a severe drought. I haven't seen these things be so poor in many years. So unfortunately, I guess we're in for not very pretty spring. Okay, before we get to the end colors, I want to show you, yes, Judy, you know, do you guys have bluebonnets out there in West Texas? Our bluebonnets are just very sad right now. I mean, there might be just a handful, and usually we are swimming in them. I designed this class just in the last couple days. I'm going to do an Alzheimer's fundraiser next month, April. My class to go will be a Alzheimer's fundraiser. If you guys don't know, my dad has Alzheimer's, has been suffering with Alzheimer's for many years. And so I like to do a fundraiser every year to raise money. And so this will be my class this year. It features this gorgeous Thankful Garden. Now, this Thankful Garden bundle is unique because it comes with masks, 5 masks, and they're gorgeous. So I just filmed a video to go with it. I've typed up the tutorial. There's going to be a video for the masking. Details on this class will come out next week, but I think you guys will really, really like it. And all the proceeds go to the Alzheimer's Association. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be April's class to go, okay? Okay, let's look at the new in colors. And I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because we'll do this as we get closer to the new catalog. Here's the new catalog. We demonstrators got it. If you went to On Stage, which is a Stampin' Up! Annual event, you got the catalog. If you are a demonstrator, pre-order doesn't start until next week, and your hard copy of your catalog will be in your first demonstrator order. Okay, they're not automatically mailing them anymore. They're going to go in your first demonstrator order. I like that because I'm going to get it faster that way, because media mail takes forever, and that's how they mail their catalogs. If you are a customer, I will mail you a catalog in April. It will come probably late April and goes live May 5th. Let me check that date. May 5th, right? May 6th. Oh, I've been saying it wrong. May 6th. So be on the lookout for that. I was trying to think of something I was going to say about that, and I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, May 6th is when that goes live. Okay, so the big news always are the new in colors. Now, do you guys remember last year I became obsessed with getting a sheet of every past in color, or every past Stampin' Up! Color? You guys helped me. Like 20 of you mailed me cardstock. I loved it. So fun. And I think I have almost all of it. I would really have to sit down and go through it to see what I'm actually missing. So we're going to go through and compare real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We'll do it in May or in April when we get close to the catalog. But the new colors, here are the new colors. Ready? Let's push that out of the way. Strawberry Slush, we used that last week. That's a returning color. Look at my nails, you guys. How did I even know? It's like the perfect color, right? It's Strawberry Slush. Strawberry Slush is a returning in color. This is the second year they've done that, where they brought back an old color as to be another in color. So that's fun. And then there's Darling Duck, which is a bright yellow. Timid Tiger, which is really a good kind of in-between orange. Cloud Cover, which right off the bat I would have to say close to Pool Party. And then this one, this is what everybody is talking about. This color, Secret Sea. And I thought it was like a black, but it's like a charcoal, like a navy charcoal. Okay, let's start with that one, and let's just look real quick through my colors. They're not in great order. I've kind of put them in color, you know, like here are all the blues. Oh, let's go through and look real quick and see. I don't think we have anything that's been like Secret Sea at all. All right, here's Pool Party. You can see Cloud Cover is more of a grayish blue. Hopefully it translates for you guys. Kind of a, I guess that's why they call it Cloud Cover, right? And in fact, the ink pads, they had to turn off ordering the ink pads because the color had shifted and become more gray. And they said it was too gray. So it is grayish, but it's a blue gray. It's a pretty color, and it is beautiful with Secret Sea. Okay, here's Seaside Spray. Oh, very similar, but yet again, grayer, right? Let's look at that. Seaside Spray was that color I was trying to think of the other day. There were 2 colors that year, Seaside Spray, and what was the other one? It went so well with it. I can't remember. Yeah, Stacey, you know, I didn't expect, here's Soft Sky. I didn't expect for Secret Sea to be the one that we all loved, but oh my gosh, it's a beautiful color. All right, let's see, Misty Moonlight. There's Misty Moonlight and Secret Sea, okay? It's interesting too, when we saw them playing with Secret Sea, it looked different. It looked different, you know, depending on what paper was next to it, which is, I guess you could say that about any. Okay, here's Navy. Okay, now here's Navy. So you guys can see Navy's much bluer. This is more charcoaly, but again, with blue undertones. I don't know how well it's gonna translate on the camera. Okay, so those are the blues. Let's look at Baja Breeze, Buckaroo Blue. Those two go together. Cool Caribbean, definitely not. Okay, what is this? Midnight Muse, much more blue. I was thinking it was maybe almost like Tranquil Tide, but it's not green. Oh, Misty Marina Mist, that was one of my favorite colors. Let's see. Okay, we're into the purples. Okay, so that's a comparison. Really, 2 very unique colors. You know, hold on. Do I have grays in here? Let's compare Cloud Cover. There's Pebbled Path. Well, that is definitely not like. There's Gray Granite. There's Basic Gray. Whoa, it looks blue next to Basic Gray. Smoky Slate, very blue. I think that's all of our grays. Tip Top Taupe. I love that color. Pecan Pie, Copper Pie. Okay. All right, so we've got the blues. Let's look at the oranges real quick. Today's projects, 2 of them take a long time, so I don't want to spend too much time doing this. But you know, once we dive in, it's hard to stop. It's really hard to stop. Okay, Timid Tiger it's just, the name is perfect. It's a good, solid orange, but not as hardcore as Pumpkin Pie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a good middle of the road orange. Okay, there's Peach Pie, very, very different. Peekaboo Peach, ooh, those go good together. It's kind of a darker Peekaboo Peach. Pumpkin Pie, see, they're not even in, like, they don't even coordinate very well together. And Peach Pie, let's see, with Peach Pie, yeah, I mean, this one's much yellower. Interesting, right? Look at those 3 together. Very different. That's good. We have more choices. All right. Okay, Timid. Let's see what it looks like with Cajun. Oh, yeah. They'll go together good. Cajun Craze. Tangelo Twist. Pale Papaya. Marigold Morning. I don't even remember Marigold Morning. That was before me. Grapefruit Grove. Watermelon Wonder. Ooh, those would go good together. Terracotta Tile. What did I miss? Hold on. Tangerine Tango. Crisp Cantaloupe. Very pink. Only Orange. Peach Parfait. God, Peach Parfait looks so dull next to it. Dusty Durango. I love that color too. More Mustard. I know some of you hate More Mustard, but I truly did love More Mustard. Okay, now we're into yellows. Let's look. Now, Darling Duckling has a little bit of green undertone, and we'll tell you right now, looking at it next to this, it is very green to me. And when we stamped with it, it had, we noticed it was greenish. It's, I don't know, we'll have to see what it looks like between Mango Melody. I love that color too. Okay, there's Bumblebee. So it's a brighter yellow. So Saffron, whoa, it's very green compared to So Saffron and much brighter. Okay, now here's Daffodil Delight. And then let's see, Lemon Lolly. So it looks, so you can see the green. Hopefully you guys can see the green. Let me get Crushed Curry. So those are the yellows. So Darling Duckling, I mean, it just looks greenish. But when it's by itself, it doesn't look greenish to me. I don't know. But boy, I can see even in the video, does it look green to you guys? Interesting. Isn't it funny? And it's chemistry, they say, when they make these colors. Let's see how it compares to Wild Wheat. Yeah, you can see it's got greens like Wild Wheat. Oh, and here's the ever famous Summer Starfruit. Yeah, see, look. I felt like it was reminiscent of summer starfruit, but not in a bad way. You know, not in a real bad way. I'll look, Teresa, just in just a sec. That's a good question. Okay, so let's get to the greens and see. Okay, wait, what was that? Wild wheat. Okay, yeah, see, it goes good with wild wheat. Okay, so there's Granny Apple. Let's get to Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, and it's much more yellow than Lemon Lime Twist. Now it looks very yellow. Huh. So weird. And it's weird how your eyes can do weird things to it as well. Now look at this Evening Evergreen. That's a very deep dark color, but definitely greener than Secret Sea. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. What's the other color? Strawberry Slush we've looked at. Orange, green, emerald, envy, shaded spruce, old olive. Oh, it goes pretty good with old olive. Look at that. It's more of like a fall yellow, I would say, but not as like as crushed curry. You like how I describe it? Not as Mossy Meadow, Tranquil Tide, Pear Pizzazz. All right, so I think we've covered it all. Certainly celery. Oh, certainly celery was a good color. True Time, pistachio pudding. All right, I think gumball green. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then let's just real quick look at Strawberry Slush. We've spent a lot of time already with Strawberry Slush, so I don't feel like I need to spend a whole lot of time with Strawberry Slush. Because many of you may even have Strawberry Slush there. Oh gosh, it goes so good with Pretty in Pink. I miss Pretty in Pink. Wait, do we have Pretty in Pink? No, we have, yes, we do have Pretty in Pink. I was thinking Pink Pirouette. Oh look, okay, good, 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 good. Yes, it goes very well together. These alliterations, man, they get me. Pretty in Pink, Pink Pirouette. What other one started with a P? Petal Pink. Those go together good too. Polish Pink. See, my old brain cannot maintain these. It's oranger than Melon Mambo. Purely Pomegranate. That's a good one. Magenta Madness. Boy, that was a bright one. Bubble Bath. We do have Bubble Bath. That's good. That goes, there's Pink Pirouette. Oh, it does go really well with Pink Pirouette. Powder Pink. Blushing Bride. Oh, wow. Primrose Petals. Okay. All right. So you guys got it? Those are the 5 new in colors. Strawberry Slush. Timid Tiger. Summer. Stacy Summer's what? Summer Splash. Summer. I don't know which one you're talking about. Strawberry Slush. Timid Tiger. Darling Duck. Everybody's favorite. Secret Sea. And Cloud Cover. Cloud Cover. What's your favorite? Tell me in the comments. Which one is your favorite? I can honestly say I like all of them. I wouldn't have put these 5 together, but they work. I think they're not, and they don't always mean to go together. You know, they're not always designed to go together, but I like them. I like them. I do. Okay. So yes, I will have an in color club. I know some of you are like, are you going to have an in color club? I will definitely have an in color club for sure. Okay. So we're doing for the books. Here is the host code for this week. Here is the PDF. Oh, did anybody check to see if the blog post is up? If you've never joined me for Facebook Friday, we pick a product. We do 3 projects with it. And if you like them, you can get them for free by spending $35 or more with me by Monday at midnight. Nope, I'm changing that this week. Sunday. It's Sunday at midnight. Because Monday starts the free earning period for the spring break craft along, okay? This is what the kits look like. You'll need the stamps and dies for the books. And I'm using a big die too that you'll need. It's kind of like an embossing folder. I'll point that out in a little while. But I mail these out next week to everybody who puts in an order by Sunday at midnight. $35 or more. Here's the host code. By the way, we have some changes coming with in April, Stamp and Rewards, and I think you guys are really going to like it. You're going to start earning Stamp and Rewards on every order that you place. It's over $20. You're going to be able to save up those rewards and use them on future purchases. I think you guys are really going to like it. And when that changes, my order minimum for the first time in history is going to go up to $50. Okay? The reason for that is because I use Stamp and Rewards from your order to buy the products that I send you for free, the cardstock, the ribbon, all of that. So now you're getting the rewards. I'm going to up the minimum just a bit to help cover my cost. Okay, but I'll let you know when that's coming, in April sometime. Alrighty, how about prize? Oh, I left hold on. I picked a winner, but what did I do with the Post-it? Oh, here it is. All right, I'm giving away the cutest stamp set. Peekaboo Forest. This is for last week. Mary Alice, you are a winner. I have your mailing address, Mary Alice. Thank you for sharing the video. I have something fun to give away this week. How about, I'm going to give away 2 Dino Days Club Create kits. I've got 2 extras. I'm going to give away 2. So if you would like a Dino Days Club Create kit, share the video this week and put in the comments that you shared, and I'll pick 2 winners next week. Okay? YouTube or Facebook. It doesn't matter. You can share on both. Okay, I think we're ready to start. Let me clean up my mess a little bit. I want to show you, things are getting really weird in a good way. We have so many products that sometimes it's hard to find where they are, because some are in the annual catalog, some are in a mini catalog, some are online only. I'm even having trouble keeping up with it, and I do this for a living all day, every day. So if I'm having trouble, I know you guys are having trouble. So I'm trying to remember to point out where the products that we're using are. The For the Books bundle is on page 52 of the spring catalog, okay? It's right here. And it's only where's the bundle price? $28.75. Okay, so if you're looking for it, page 52 of the spring catalog. All right, the first project we're going to make is the easy one of the week. It was my swap card for On Stage. Did any of you get my swap card? I ended up coming home with some. I hate when I do that. I don't give them all away for some dumb reason. I don't know. I don't know. I hate coming home with extras. But anyway, we're going to make this card. It's an easy card because if it's a swap card, it has to be easy. All right, I'm going to show you my favorite part of this bundle really is this book die. It's super cute. So we're going to cut that out, and we're using the Everyday Arches again. And we're going to I'm using the Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper. Any chance I can get to cut out the pink, or to use the pink gingham. If you guys didn't hear me when I started, there's landscapers right on the other side of this window shoveling rocks. So you might hear some rumbling. I don't know. I apologize. I mean, they're making my yard look gorgeous, so I can't complain. Okay, let me show you this die. This die is called Pattern of Friendship die, and it's big, okay? And it's got like stitching lines in it. So we're going to cut that out. And what I found in my swap card making, I couldn't get it straight. You need the lines to be straight if I turned it face down. So what I found is that if I just turn the die face up and then put this, matched the edges like that, and then ran it through, that I would get it straight every time. Okay, so just a little tip. You can always run your dies upside down. It's a little bit harder to go through. You actually get a better cut when you do the die upside down. So it's a good tip for those intricate dies. And it does stick, so you got to carefully peel it. Okay, like that. Isn't it neat? Just gives you some great stitch lines. And then we're going to cut out a Lemon Lolly book and the pages. Now, when I first started playing with this, I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what this was. These are the pages at the bottom of the book. Okay, so we're going to cut that from white. Oh my gosh, come on. And this is a bookmark that we're going to cut out. This we're going to use in the next project. It's a tassel. It looks like a comb. It's a tassel. All right, let's run these through. I already cut out a little tiny heart. The tiny heart is from the Spring Corner dies. I'm sure you've got several tiny heart dies you could choose from. There we go, a little Lemon Lolly book. And there are our book pages. And, oh, come on. What are we doing? There we go. There we go. All right. Now, let's move that over here. And we'll get our liquid glue. And we got to turn the book right side up. I really wanted to put something in the middle of this book. Every time I used this die, and I just kept coming back to the heart. But I'm thinking you could do other things like a flower or ABC, or, you know, you could even stamp something there. There is a heart stamp in here, which would be cute. You got to think about what you want to go there. I've cut this book out of many different things. I've got a couple of bonus projects to show you. I was thinking about doing a book rainbow too, and I didn't get that done. I actually cut them out and they were too big for the card. And then I was like, I don't have time to mess with this. So I abandoned it. So if you have time and you want to come up with a rainbow of books, wouldn't that be cute? A rainbow, a book rainbow. I think that would be cute. All right, here's our little heart. I'm putting on with a mini dimensional, and it just seemed kind of boring like that. So let's just take our wink of Stella. Do a little wink of Stella. All right, so here is our stitched front, what's it called? Pattern of friendship. And it kind of warps your paper a little bit because it really does a number on your paper. So be generous with your adhesive. Pretty in pink card base. Then we'll take the arches. We've got a pretty in pink arch and a wildflower birthday arch. I thought that this kind of looked like a bookshelf. So that's why I went with that. Couple of dimensionals. Oh, Lisa, you do. Now, my next card has a bookmark, a tear off bookmark, so you'll like that. Yeah, these would be cute. You could even do little, for your book clubs, do little cupcake toppers, right? Wouldn't that be cute? All right, so we're going to put that there. Now, it has some really cute sentiments, too. This one says, you were solid 5 stars. Which I thought was super cute. And then I joked yesterday on the video that I recorded for YouTube that you have to commit to all 5. You can't give someone a card and say, you're a solid 3 stars. Even though you might want to, you got to be generous with your stars, okay? So color in all 5. On my swap card, I didn't color in the stars because I was being lazy. Also, I didn't have time. That's really the reason. But I did take a little wink at Stella and just boop, 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 each one. That was faster. All right. Take some dimensionals. This was the Stylish Shape banner. And we'll put that coming out like that. Uh-oh, we need to go in a little bit more. Let's go. Our book's going to have to go over a little bit. There we go. All right. Now, guess what? We have lemon lolly twine. And do I have scissors to cut said twine? There we go. Let's try that again. Okay, this twine, I find I have a hard time getting it to do what I want. It kind of twists. So if you take it off the bolt and just kind of straighten it out, I find that it works much better and it holds its shape much better. I guess you have to work out those little twists that are on there because it's it's a soft little twine and it's twisted up pretty tight. I'm going to put this right under the bottom corner like that. Oh, I have terrible paper snips here. Here are my new ones. These should got it. Did you see that? I tried cutting it 3 times and it wouldn't cut through. That's some bad scissors. All right, now I ran out of, on my original I used the in color resin dots. Well, I ran out of those because I made so many swap cards. And, well, we're gonna use these cute little, what are they called? Dapple dots. They're very cute. And we'll do 3. Let's do some more. There we go. And then we'll do another one here. I don't know. Okay, now also, I didn't do anything on the inside, and I felt bad about that. But again, sometimes just done is better than perfect. So for this card, we're going to stamp a couple of books, and we're going to color them in pretty and pink. We'll go back and add a little bit of shading on the bottom layer. Excuse me, I don't know where that came from. And then I'm going to take the glasses. The glasses are the cutest stamp in the whole thing. Oh no! Can I fix it? It's not perfect. But again, what did I just say? Sometimes done is better than perfect. It's not too bad. Then some lemon lolly hearts, like that. Not only have you made the inside of the card super cute, you've also covered up some space so you don't have to think of so many words. Lisa, your cards that you gave me were gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you guys, I would show you the swap cards that I got. I haven't unpacked yet. That's where I've been this week. My stuff is all still in the bag. I've got to get my act together. Myself together. I wasn't going to cuss. I really wasn't. I was going to say myself. Next week, maybe I'll have those to show you guys. Okay, there you go. That's the easy card this week. Okay? Easy card. All right, let me get a drink. Hold on. Okay. There we go with that. Now, the next idea I had was we need to do some kind of bookmark. Obvi, as my kids say. Obvi, we need to do a bookmark. And I've never made a card with a bookmark before, so I kind of had to think through it. And, hold please. I'm trying to get everything pretty. Let me see, where's my other one? Okay, so this is what I came up with. I'm using the, why can't I remember that name? Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. And we're going to make some tassels. All right, and then it opens like this, and this little bookmark here tears off. Okay, and then there's the inside. We're using 2 other stamp sets. We're using, let me get all my supplies. We're using the Elements of Text and Attention Shoppers, just the little plant right there. And we're using that, okay? Okay, now I've done the die cutting ahead of time, I believe. You're gonna need the little book I have cut out of the Designer Series paper, the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. We're going to put the pages right there. Now, I played around with these tassels for a while, and I didn't come up with a perfect, like, okay, this is the easy way to do it. They're little, and so it's tedious, and I think that's just the way it has to be. I'm looking for my bone folder. Hold on, where did I put it? How did I lose it? Well, let me grab my other one because you need your bone folder for this. What I decided to do, first thing I needed to do was curl it just a little bit. And you have to be really gentle because it's fringed. Okay, so curl it. And then you take your pick tool, can help you here. One thing I did was get a glue dot, put it on here, and then started rolling it on there. It was okay. It didn't work really any better than just starting it with my fingers. Right? So once you get it started, you just start wrapping it around. Now, we're going to have it like it's hanging off of some baker's twine, but we're going to fake it. We're just going to glue dot it on top of the baker's twine rather than attempting to get this teeny tiny thing wrapped around the twine, okay? So once you've curled that up, you can use liquid glue, or I'm going to go with a glue dot. Just put that glue dot right there. Okay, and then kind of flare out. The only thing that I can't get a real tight on the top, but I think it's fine. I think it's still cute. That looks cute, right? All right, so there's a melon mambo. Now let's repeat. Needle tip tweezers. Oh, Lisa, I do have those. Okay. Do I know where they are? My reverse tweezers, I could try those if they were here. Why do they always disappear, you guys? They're probably in my embossing kit, which is right here. Okay, let's try that. I don't know. I don't feel like this is gonna help me. Well, maybe. Okay, Lisa, you win the prize for smartest thinker today. That was easier. Okay. Little glue dot. If I can get that. Oh, no, the glue dot stayed on the take your pick tool. Just took off some cardstock with it. I originally did this with liquid glue and I made a mess of the tassel, so I'm not doing that again. Well, again, it's not quite as tight as I want it on the top, but I think if we flare those out, it'll be all right. They're cute. See how cute they are? I think with my long nails, it's tricky. All right, so now get just a little tiny piece of twine. Let me find which scissors worked. It was these scissors. And I'm gonna take a dimensional right here. And I'm gonna start on the back of the book like this. And come down here like this. Glue dot again. I'm going to put a glue dot right there to hold that twine down. Okay, and then I can take one of my little tassels and put one right there. I'm going to cut off the end. We're pretending, oh, come on. We're pretending that the twine goes through the tassel. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Let's get another glue dot. Over here. And we'll put this one down like that. They're kind of hanging down further than I planned, but that's okay. All right, so get them lined up. Cute. But we need a bow. We gotta have a bow. A little bow. I know I don't usually do little bows, but you don't want it to overpower your tassels. Your bookmark tassels that are hanging down. All right, another glue dot. Man, glue dots are getting used today. All right, and then we're gonna adhere that right at the top. Oh, no, not to my finger. No, that's not what I wanted. I want you to go over here. There we go. There we go. Cute, right? They're hanging down a little longer. And they're a little fatter. I don't know. You guys play around with these tassels. If you come up with an easier way, let me know. They're tedious. They're not easy. I'm not going to lie. Okay, now for our card. This is a piece of basic black, 5.5 by 10.5. And I don't know if Nathan is watching, but Nathan, I always think of Nathan when I talked about this rotary thing at my team meeting. I remember Nathan's face when I talked about how I basically opened my thumb up with this sewing one. The rotary scares me because I like that with a sewing rotary many years ago. This one's very different. I don't even think I could have my finger that far down. It has a little cover on it. This is the attachment that you can get to go with your take your pick tool. When you open it up, and then you need a ruler. This is we've scored this at 2.5. Let me look at my notes. 2. Did I not put it on there? Okay, I didn't put the score lines. How rude of me. 2 and 6 1/4. That's what you got to score. For the 2-inch side, you're going to take your ruler, your straight edge, and Go across here, creating this perforated edge. Okay, don't push too hard because then it will just tear right off. But that will give the person who's getting it the opportunity to tear off. Okay? Nancy, I did that with my Take Your Pick tool, the glue dot on the end, and it didn't work very well. Like, that was my initial thought, but it just, I don't know. Maybe I should try it again, but it didn't work very well for me. All right, this is the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. We're gonna use the grid print here on the front. And then I got just a beautiful piece of the flower print for a bookmark. Okay, I have cut 2 of these Nested Essential Melon Mambo, and we're actually gonna glue them together to make them one. Let's make sure it fits across our card, okay, like that. And then you're gonna put dimensionals on the back, like that. All right, now I've got a stylish shape square that we are going to stamp this, what did I say this stamp was called? It's disappeared. Elements of Text. It's a really good one for kind of a grunge look, you know, the background. And my stamp is kind of crooked. I stamped it on my grid paper and saw that it's crooked, so I'm actually gonna turn my paper a little bit crooked. Rather than turn the stamp, I'll just turn the paper. I'm gonna use Smoky Slate. Okay, add some, you know, like book text. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Smoky Slate with my blending brush and just make it look kind of old. Now, I can't decide if I like this or not. I scrunched it up and crinkled it and made it look old. I don't know if I like that or not. I think I'm gonna leave this one straight this time. Let me add a little bit more. I want it to look old, but I don't know if I like the crinkled. You can totally crinkle it up. Just scrunch it up like trash and then straighten it out. All right, now we have a pretty in pink, stylish shaped circle. Well, that's an interesting thought, Lisa. She's, yeah, breaking off the toothpick and leaving the tiny bit inside. Yeah, because I think that was part of the problem when I pulled it out. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody super smart will come up with a... I also think, really, my nails are getting in the way because it's so tiny. All right, and then we'll put our book right here. Like that. So cute. I already heat embossed my sentiment in Versamark and white embossing powder. And we're just going to cut that off. Melon Mambo Stylish Shape banner. And we'll put this on. I like this little sentiment. This one's for the books. Okay. Now for the end side. Oh, let's do the... I want to show you something I did here on this one. I'm not going to do this on this one, but if you want to fancy up your bookmark, cut out some of the flowers from the paper, the Designer Series paper, and pop them up on top. But this one I'm just going to leave because we've already done a lot. I feel like we've done a lot. Now this is a part of a new Punch Trio pack called, did I put it on the list? Come on, Erica. Did you not put it on the list? What are these called? I know oh yeah, Hole Punch Assortment. I put it on the third project. 3 different punches. This one does a little slit like that. So then we're gonna just take our white ribbon and our garden green twine. Don't judge me. Don't judge my twine, ladies. I know you've got twine that looks just like that. My garden green linen thread. Fold this over and set something heavy on it, or if you can find your reverse tweezers, which I literally just had, here they are. Hold these together like this. One of you taught me that trick. I can't remember who it was, but I love that trick. And then tie garden green around it like that. This is the garden green linen thread from, oh, that trio pack. Did I not put that on the list either? Good grief. We were watching The White Lotus last night, and I am almost embarrassed to even admit that I have watched The White Lotus. It is a terrible show. It is a terrible show. Do not watch it. It's bad. It's bad people. It's awful. But we watch it every season because it's like a bad accident. All right, so that's the tear off. Now let's make the inside of the card. Do you guys watch The White Lotus? Like, I'm almost embarrassed to say that I've watched it because, ugh, this season's really, I don't know. I don't feel like it's quite as bad as previous seasons yet. We're not all the way through, but, ugh, I mean, these are like the worst people on the planet. They're just awful people. Okay, so let's make it cute on the inside. This is where we're going to stamp a plant and a stack of books. Oh my gosh, Judy, I just saw a picture of her when she was little bitty. That was 2020. It was like March 2020. And she was unraveling my twine. Yes, she would totally do that. And yeah, I know. Back before she was a grouchy old lady. She's just a little grouchy old lady now. Tucker's always irritating her. She always looks at me like she's just super annoyed by everything. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know. He's made her kind of grouchy. She acts like she's too good to play, you know. Okay, Melon Mambo. We're going to do light, and then I'm going to do another light in the middle to make it a little bit darker, and then a little bit darker like that. Okay, so it's a little bit of an ombre pot. Now, here's a little trick that you might not have done. Okay, I had garden green ink on one of these trays, and I used it, and I put it back. Let me get it. Blender pens are old school. Blender pens been around longer than me. And this paper has garden green in it, but there are no garden green Stampin' Blends for whatever reason. So I'm just going to take my blender pen and a little bit of ink and color these in. Now, I will warn you, blender pens will pill your paper if you go too hard on it. You spend too much time on it. So just add a little bit of color with your blender pen. It's better if you use watercolor paper with your blender pens. There we go. That way now it matches and it's not a different green. All right, now let's do the books. I've got Smoky Slate. This card is for someone you really like. This is not a, I'm going to make a bunch of these and hand them out on stage. Not that I don't love everybody on stage. I'm just saying it's a lot of work, this card. This would be like for a teacher, a friend who is a reader. This is Petunia Pop. If you're wondering what colors to use, you can look on the back of your Designer Series paper pack. It'll list all the colors for you. I just did a terrible job on that. And so I always try to stick with whatever colors, you know, are, I'm gonna have to use pink here because I got all the lines. I try to use exactly what colors are on the Designer Series paper. But like garden green, why don't we have a garden green Stampin' Blend? We have granny apple green. We have, right, we don't have garden green, unless I've missed it. Okay, now, last things last. These new Starburst embellishments are super cute. We're gonna use the yellow ones on the inside. We're gonna use the white ones on the bookmark. Okay, and then we'll use the purple ones on the outside. We get to use all three colors. All right, boom, that's it. It only took us 30 minutes. All right, whoops, no, that goes on the inside like that. All right, there's your not so simple bookmark card. Cute, right? Do you guys like it? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of pink lately, so I'm gonna try next time to do less pink. I'm always drawn to the pink, guys. I can't help it. Okay, one more. And this next one, I think it's a little bit of a surprise for you guys. I have a treat box. And I didn't find gummy books or a Little Debbie brownie book, nothing like that. On my way home from on stage, on flight, I was thinking, you know, like, what could we do? What could we do for books? And I thought, you know what? What about a cute little book light? So look at this cute book light. I made an explosion box for it. I linked it today. It's from Amazon. It just turns on. You have your little light like that. It's really cute. And I wish that I had gotten a different color because there actually was this color, this like summer splash color. So look at them, decide which color you want. And I am also using on the go. I was thinking, do you guys know the Dr. Seuss book? Oh, Lisa, that's a great idea. Gummy worms for bookworms. That's very cute. Yes, Chrissy, Crush Curry Blends would be great. You're right. I agree. You know the Dr. Seuss book called Oh, the Places You Will Go? That's what I was thinking in my head, because when you read a book, you know, you kind of go on an adventure. So you're going places with the books, the globe, right? Isn't that a fun little gift? I think this would make an excellent teacher gift. Okay, so let me get all the pieces. This is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to be late today. I'm not ending at 3, that's for sure. And I'm going to tell you guys about a new show that I'm watching that I want you guys to know about. On the PDF, I didn't even notice. Did somebody check the blog post to see if it was up? I asked the question and then I didn't watch the answers. This is Summer Splash. And the first, here are the measurements right here on the second page of your PDF. 8 3/4 by 6, and we're going to score it at 2 inches on all 4 sides. Okay. Now, for the inside, so inside the box, there's another little box. Can you guys see that? That is our new strawberry slush, and it is 6 1/2 by 3 3/4. And we're going to do 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay. And then a piece of designer series paper. This is for the top. This is 6 3/4 by 4. And we're going to do 1 inch on all 4 sides, but we're going to make it a little bit bigger by using a shim. Get a stack of sticky notes, like 6 or 7 sticky notes. Stick it on this side. And this is going to create just a tiny, like not even a 1/16 of an inch, but just a tiny bit bigger of a lid than your bottom, okay? And go 1 inch on all 4 sides. When you are scoring your designer series paper, be careful, don't push too hard, okay? Okay, so you're gonna burnish these lines like this. I may have already told you guys about the show that I'm watching. I'm going to tell you in just a sec. Hold on. Let me tell you what we're doing first, because if I start talking about that, then I won't tell you what I'm doing. All right. Cut the score lines on the short side like that. Cut the outside corners off. Cut the score lines again on the short side. And cut the outside corners. Okay. Now, fold these in like this, little tabs. Get your liquid glue. I'm reading comments. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to get us through here. It's hard to do all these things at once. All right, now, I put glue on each of those 4 tabs, and we're going to fold this up and adhere it into the sides. I'm using my clothespins to hold it down. All right. You can use tear and tape if you want, but liquid glue works better here where it's really humid. Okay, set that aside. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on this one. It's going to go together exactly. You know, Lisa, I don't remember. Somebody gave it to me. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Okay, while I'm doing this, did I tell you guys about The Way Home, the show that I started watching before on stage, The Way Home? It's a Hallmark show, but it's on Peacock, you know, I watch Days of Our Lives. Yes, I'm admitting to watching Days of Our Lives. And then right after Days of Our Lives, this show came on and I was like, well, whatever. I started watching it and it is so good. The Way Home. And I think it's on Amazon too. It is about this girl, this mom, who's getting a divorce. And she's got like a teenage daughter who's kind of struggling. And she decides she's taking the daughter back to Canada to their farmhouse where she grew up. And the daughter's angry, the mom's angry, the grandma's angry. Grandma's angry because her son had died, her husband had died, you know, her daughter left. So anyway, that's how the show starts. Well, come to find out, their pond is a time travel machine. The teenage daughter falls into the pond and goes back to the 90s or early 2000s. When her mom is a teenager and becomes friends with her mom. You guys, it is so good. I sob through every episode, like in a good way. And I don't like to cry. I don't choose things that I want to, like if I know I'm going to cry, I'm not going to watch it. But this is so, so good. So if you need something to watch that is wholesome, that is super good. There's 3 seasons so far. It's called The Way Home. I'm seeing you guys. Some of you have watched it. I know. It is so good. Okay, I'm doing something different this time. We're going to actually cut off the 4 corners. Okay, yes. I know. I'm not making a mistake. I know. Probably some of you are like, oh, here goes Erica. She's screwing the box up already. No, we're actually going to cut these off. The Way Home. It's so good. What's the grandmother's name? McDowell. What is her name? You guys will know her. I can't think of her name. What is her name? Come on, somebody tell me. Oh, Patience. It's so good. It is so good. And I'm like crying every single episode. Yeah, I know, Denise. Same. I know. Yeah. You know, people who are 21 right now who can drink were born in the 2000s. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. Andy McDowell. Thank you. I could not remember her first name. I know. The older we get, it's just craziness. Okay, now we're going to put some DSP on the inside because the box is going to open up. Andy, now you guys are all you're like, hello, why can't you remember? She's so cute. She's so beautiful. And it goes back in time. Sometimes you see her in I think it's it must be early 2000s. You see her in the early 2000s or late 90s. And then sometimes you see her in the current day. And she has gray hair. Oh, it's so good. And I keep seeing things pop up on my Facebook page about it. Like there's even like more to come, like a lot more of time travel situations. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. You guys have got to watch it. Okay, so we put that paper there. We're going to take this little box and we're going to put this right in the middle like that. It's a little bit smaller, so make sure you're in between the score lines. And then I've cut the same designer series paper, and we're going to put it on the sides. And I think that my pieces are going to be a little bit too big because I was going off memory, and I think the other ones are too small. I can just tell by looking at them. Oh, come on. Scissors, come on, do your job. Just got approved. Oh, good. It's so good. I told my mom she's got to watch it. Like I want her to watch it right now. It's a good one. It's a really, really good show. Okay, so we've got all that. Where's my other little thing? We're going to put that in there. And then you fold these up like this. And then the lid just goes on there like that. Okay, now you can use both Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. I always forget that. I have to think about it. What is that green called? Both these colors go. You could use either one of these ribbons. The pink is that Strawberry Slush. I keep wanting to call it Summer Splash. Strawberry Slush. I'm going to tie that on like that. Now let's make the tag. I've got the strawberry slush circle and the basic white circle. And we're gonna get our little books. Now, originally I did this, I cut the books out and I had 3 sets of books and then I realized I didn't need that many. So we're just gonna stamp them directly on the circle so nobody has to fussy cut. Okay, so we've got that. Do them kind of, leave a little bit of room over on the left side. And then just grab your blends. Summer Splash. We'll do a couple of Summer Splash. Now, at On Stage, we were able to pre-order some things, but not all things. So I have my new in color Stampin' Write markers, not Stampin' Blends. And I don't really like the color so much with Stampin' Write markers, but I think we're gonna color one book with my Summer Splash Stampin' Blend because it's just a small little thing that we'll color. This is Flirty Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, which looks very similar. All right, and then here's our Summer Strawberry something is what I keep wanting to say in my head. Strawberry Slush. All right, then we need some yellow. It kind of looks like Christmas, doesn't it? I should have put more yellow. Okay, there are our books. Now I stamped the You're Going Places. That's from Tags to Go. And we're gonna put this on. You know, I think I'm gonna just do, you know what, no, I'm gonna throw those dimensionals away. I had a whole long skinny piece of dimensional and I don't know what I did with it. All right, well, we need a long skinny piece for this. So I'm just gonna use the edge. We're gonna put that right there. Cut the ends like this so it'll look kind of like a bookshelf. Okay, I heat embossed that with Versamark, embossed it with white embossing powder. Now I'm going to cut one of these little globes from that same On The Go Designer Series paper. Are you guys loving this On The Go suite? It's right up my alley. I really love it. The colors, the bold patterns. This is the second week we've used it. And I just want to use it. I want to make a mini album out of it so bad. Okay. Globe. Then I've got another little heart, same one from the first project. We'll put that right there. Tuck that in. And then, have you guys seen these? Look at these. These are the On The Go puffy stickers. If you've been around the paper crafting world, you might remember thickers and the stickers that we use. This is very reminiscent. So any of these would really go. Let's do, I like the little airplane. What if we did the little paper airplane going? Let's do like this. Cute. I did the star on this one. Very cute. All right, now, last thing we need to do is put this on our strawberry slush. There, I said it right, circle. Then here's another one of those punches from that punch trio pack I was talking about. And then we've got strawberry slush twine in the On The Go twine pack. And we will thread this through here like that. And like that, and we'll tie it on. And now you've got a cute little, these would make great book club gifts. I think a book light was about $8, but you might be able to find them cheaper. And then a teacher gift, a friend gift, book club, maybe a book club hostess gift. That would be cute. That would be very cute. What do you guys think? An explosion box. I made an explosion box for something in January and I didn't end up using it. And I left it sitting on my counter so I wouldn't forget because I haven't made an explosion box in a long time. And I thought, I need to do this. This is so fun and easy. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 of those. Now, you guys, did you see my reel that I made today? I made a reel and uploaded it for this book, this card. Really easy. This is Peach Pie and Lost Lagoon. Don't those colors look great together? That's that scrapbooking paper, the plaid. You and me, something. Then I've got this bonus card that I won't post until the following week because next week it's going to be all the spring break stuff. On stage, they reminded us to take sander to our two-tone cardstock, and so I embossed it and did that. I thought that was really fun. Okay, that's it, you guys. Remember, the deadline this week is Sunday if you want the free projects. All right, I'll send you a make and take kit to everybody who orders anything you want between now and Sunday at midnight. And please use that host code. All right, you guys, that's it for me today. Thanks for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have questions, and I will see you next week. Remember, new video every day next week, and next week we'll not have Facebook Friday. We'll have day 5 of our spring break craft along, okay? All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks. Bye.